Welcome back to City Focus. We have Vanessa Flukas here with us to discuss the importance, an important workshop on heirs property and estate planning coming up in the future. Welcome to the show, Vanessa.
Thanks, Marcus, for having us.
Okay, for those who don't know, what exactly is heirs property and why is it important for the city to have a workshop on it?
Okay. Heirs property is a property, a parcel, house, a commercial property that can be left to the heirs of the owner of the property. So for instance, if someone has a will, they will actually think out and plan who that property should go to, and they're their heirs. But sometimes when people die and they don't have a will, it's intestate, and that means that every child, every grandchild, every great-grandchild is an heir to what we call that estate. Wow. And that means that that property has all of those heirs attached to it.
Why is that? I guess, what are we trying to solve with that workshop and teach people about estate planning and taking care of and making sure a property has, I guess, as few heirs as possible?
Okay. It's a matter of planning. It's making sure that you understand heirs property and understand how it can be beneficial, but then it can be an adverse situation also. The importance of it is that for a lot of our properties in our community, a lot of people don't have wills. They haven't planned that far to think, hey, if something happens to me, what's going to happen to this property? Also, it's not beneficial to property owners who don't have a will, because if they're seeking governmental program assistance, such as our CDBG housing rehab program, that property cannot be in a state of heirs property. So that has to be resolved before they can apply for any type of government assistance to help rehab their homes, to do a refinance, or do anything that means that another entity has some kind of control or interest in that property. Gotcha. Because they're hesitant to do it, because what'll happen is if something should happen to you, that means they have to consult every single one of those people that are an heir to that property to do anything with it.
Because they all have to agree because they have a piece of the property.
Yes, they do.
Gotcha. So when is the workshop being held and where is it being held?
The workshop is going to be held on Saturday, February 23rd at the Valdosta Parks and Recs main administrative building, which is at 1901 North Forest Street. It's going to start at 9 o'clock, and generally the presentation from the Georgia Heirs Workshop Law Group generally lasts about 45 minutes to an hour. And then for the rest of that time until noon, we're going to set up time where people can pre-register to have one-on-one sessions with some of our lawyers that will be there presenting and some of the staff from Georgia Heirs Property Law Group.
Okay, that's cool. And who are we encouraging to come to this meeting?
We are mainly encouraging City of Valdosta residents, because this funding, making this possible, is for that group. But anyone can come and hear the presentation and gain the information so that it can be beneficial for them in estate planning, regardless if they live in the city or the county.
Gotcha. And all of this leads up to an estate planning clinic that you have in April.
Correct. It's an extension of the estate planning clinic. This is the Wills Clinic. Okay. And at the Wills Clinic, we are working with the Georgia Heirs Property Law Group, also with Coleman Talley, which is our local law firm here. And they're going to be giving us pro bono legal assistance in preparing simple wills for people.
Gotcha.
And this could be something, and it's free of charge, this could be something that could cost people hundreds of dollars to do, just to have that peace of mind to say, I do have a will. A lot of people feel like, I don't have enough property to have a will. Everyone should have a will, because you're not sure what you may gain during the years leading up to your death that may still need to be decided on once you pass.
And that's on April 27th, am I correct?
Yes, Saturday, April 27th, and it's going to be at the Coleman Talley offices downtown. So we're going to put out additional information on that. We're going to try our best to have as many people pre-registered for it so we can set up the allotted times for each, because you're actually going to have time that you're going to be meeting one-on-one with an actual attorney. So we would like to make sure that we have all of our slots filled.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, Vanessa, for coming on the show. Let us know a little bit more about these workshops, and we'll be back here on City Focus.